Bless y'all with Queen Omega, just starting the vibe. All right, my energy is all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. What's up, y'all? Good afternoon, Wagwan. What's up, my peoples? Y'all, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Sheridonna. We back at it again. Can't stop, won't stop. And all I want to say is, purpose could never die. Today it was just like a fabulous day. I went ahead and did something a little bit different in a different sequence. Like, guys, I usually do my podcast, of course, 1:30, right? But something came up in my life, right, that I had to take care of right away. As entrepreneurs, we make our own schedule. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to force anything. I'm just going to go in divine order, and I decided to just take care of what I had to take care of. So the podcast is, recording at a later time right now, guys. But nevertheless, I'm here to give y'all the gems. You know what I'm saying? So today we are talking about 7 ways to activate purpose. 7 ways to activate purpose. And first things first, like, you definitely have to be prepared and ready to find your purpose. Because when I say it takes diving really, really deep. Okay. First and foremost, what I want to do, as you guys always know, becoming your greatest version, we have to give gratitude. So I want to start off the show by doing a shout out to me. A shout out to me for being resilient, for being consistent. Okay, even when life gives us challenges, I always show up for myself, and I always make sure that I'm set and do whatever I say. So whatever I say, that's what it is. And whatever I say, I do. And remember, you have to make sure that you are authentic to yourself. So I'm just so happy to be able to do this podcast right now because, all I know, that photo shoot that I just created and produced alongside my other creative director, my mini me, Isabella. It was an absolute vibe. I had so much fun. Of course, when you have 2 creative minds, sometimes you know what I'm saying, you be like, I want this, and then they like, I want this. But at the end of the day, I mean, the results is what count, and we got some amazing and flawless pictures that I cannot wait to show you guys. But yeah, finishing up the shout out, let's just continue. Shout out to me for just being patient, and just for being authentic to my vision, and showing up and doing the work. Okay, so we're talking about from trauma to purpose, 7 ways to activate your purpose. Like, that's why I just came up with that, because as you know, we're always going through trauma from birth. But moving right along, going back to my shout outs, big shout out to Unity Fashion Institute. I mean, you continue to amaze me, and I'm so happy we can actually be the bridge and be that corporation, be that company, to be able to help other people manifest their dreams and vision. It's a beautiful thing. It's a magical thing, and I'm so here for it, y'all. Okay, so big shout out to Unity Fashion Institute. Also, big shout out to Sheridonna Beauty Salon. Like, always having my hair looking flawless. Okay, drip always just put together. And as you know, when you're a fashionista, or when you're a woman, when you're a human being, you gotta have the hair together. The hair got to be together. Okay, so shout out to Sheridonna Beauty Salon. Also, shout out to my baby, Unity Fashion Institute Foundation Incorporated. And what I want to say is, I'm just so happy that I found purpose. Like, all the things that I do is something that I'm so passionate about and I love, and it makes me, in terms of, I know what I've noticed for me is I love variety. So that's my style. I love that, I could do my modeling, and I could, collaborate with other brands, and, I could just showcase myself in terms of using my fashion for my creativity and for expression. And it's so cool that I could use all of my gifts. Some people would just be stuck in 1 or 2, but I maximize it. When I say I dove deep into myself to figure out what do I like, And the thing is, I like a lot of stuff. I like a lot of stuff, guys. As you can see, I like a lot of stuff. And so that's why I'm able to, create so much things, because I do love a lot of stuff. Okay, so I love teaching, I love fashion, as you guys know, love beauty, love makeup, obsessed with modeling, as you guys know, and I love to be able to share my wisdom and my gift and my talent with the world. So, Maya Angelou always said, when you know, teach, and when you have, give. So this is why it was so important and imperative that I created my nonprofit, to pave it forward, as my daughter eloquently say I do, and I know I do. So I take great pride in, creating the nonprofit and working in there, and, helping to create a better community. Right? So that's what it's all about, right? To creating the universe that we want. And so it start with self. And also, speaking about self, I shout out to my offspring, Joseph and Isabella. Okay, they give me great purpose as well. Even though your children don't make you, but they just they just capture a little bit of your heart, and inside of your soul, that gives you purpose. I know for me, I love being a mom. I love being a mom. Being a mom is cool. It's nice. You get to, I get to grow up with my kids and stuff like that. So that was kind of a vibe. So my next shout out to Legacy, aka Tons of Blocks, aka Real Rich. Shout out to you, my darling. Also shout out to Amazon and Amazon Vine. Okay, guys, this outfit is available at Amazon. It didn't come like this. I styled it and put it together. For the people that's going to be watching this on YouTube, I will have the link in the description. So if you like this ensemble, it's just a vibe. I mean, guys, like, I love this all white. It reminds me of a bohemian. I'm going for that sexy bohemian retreat, just no fuss, no muss vibe. Okay, I had this beautiful crop top, ruche shirt where you can slide it off the shoulders, but you can also put it up as well. It's just giving me just like bohemian goddess. I just feel stunning. I feel gorgeous. And I have a high-waisted skirt. I have this tangerine two-piece situation. This tangerine outfit that I just put it together. And yes, guys, so that's the look. I'll look out for the pictures, and I'll have a link in the description. If you guys like it, make sure you guys use my link and get it. All right. Also, so that's my shout out for today, guys. What I want to do is just dive right into the whole thing. So we're talking about, like, from trauma to purpose, 7 ways to activate your purpose. And what I've come up with, I'm gonna give you, and this episode is going to be like, we in and out, because the Most High told me that I had to do the podcast, but today we just keep it nice. Give it to you nice and easy and short and sweet, okay? All right, so the number one way to activate purpose that I've come up with. Okay, so the number one thing is, for me at least, is, hold on, baby, it's amazing I'm in this room with you. Okay, so first, what I'm going to start off with is a quote. The meek shall inherit the world. Don't let that go over your head, y'all. The meek shall inherit the world. Okay, be powerful and peaceful. And so within your journey of going through your traumas, because we all have childhood trauma from parents not being there, died at an early age. Some people have abuse issue, what have you. We all have trauma, so we have to learn on how to deal with it. Okay, so how to find your purpose. And matter of fact, what is purpose? I know for me, I have a dictionary vocabulary, meaning, but I also came up with something else. So here we go. So what is purpose? Purpose is a reason for which or for which something exists. A person's sense of resolve, determination. And really, purpose is found in the thing that you be willing to suffer for. Your purpose lays in serving something deemed as greater and more valuable than your own existence. Like, what? What? That is purpose. So for me, I feel like purpose is doing something without being paid necessarily, but you can't get paid for your purpose, but you are willing to be able to sacrifice your time or your skill for that specific thing. So I know for me, my nonprofit is something that I'm really, really passionate about, and I give up my time, and my expertise to be in that sector, and it gives me great joy. So that's what I do it as well. And I already know for me, I've made a vow to myself to always to become or always to be the person I wish to see in the world. So yeah. So the next thing I want to say is number two. Let me see. It takes strength. So what I want to say next is, in order to do anything, you got to have a strategy. So what I said is create a strategy for action, right? I know for me, when I really want to get something accomplished, like either finishing a collection, or presenting or something at a pop-up, or even as simple as get prepared for an event that I'm doing. You got to have a strategy, figure out what you want to manifest first. I know for me, it's like the Most High knew that I needed to create my fashion brand, but before I did that, I needed to be able to learn about leadership. So I had the opportunity to go to another organization to learn about leadership. So make sure you have your strategic plan for yourself on how you're going to get over or get through, because really trauma, you don't really necessarily get over it, you got to get through the situation. So everybody have their own kind of situation. So what I would say is, to each his own. Start writing. Okay, what is the most important thing that is going to make you stronger, that's going to make you happier, that's going to give you more purpose, and start writing it down. Like, that's what I noticed. Like, when you have been through a lot of trauma and you're in that solitude season, you should be writing a lot, because you should be getting a lot of downloads. Like, you should be getting a lot of downloads in terms of what you should be doing first, what you should be doing next, when it's time to relax, when it's time to just rest, when it's time to meditate. So have that strategy, write it down. Right. Number 4 is ask for help. I know for me, like, when you're going through like really tough time, I know a lot of people, they want to hold their own, but it's a lot of people are suffering in silence, y'all. It's a lot of people that suffering and they can't really ask for help because they're going to feel judged. They're going to feel embarrassed. They're going to feel like people are not going to look at them the same way. But it's important to really use the people in your life as resources. I know for me, it was really challenging for me to ask for help, because I mean, I had a life where, I had parents. I still have my mom. My dad passed away when he was murdered, darling. He was murdered. But when I was like a young age or what have you. But yeah, I've learned to be able to deal with a lot of the emotions. Some is better than others, but learn how to write. That's like one of the most important thing in order to like activate any purpose, right? You got to start writing things down, meditate, and be by yourself. And you're gonna have to ask for help. You're gonna have to use your resources. Remember, people are your resources to ask. I know for me, the universe is just bringing so many different collaboration that's aligned with me and my brands, and it's making me so happy. So I'm super grateful for that. So be open for collaboration. At first I used to be like, oh, I'm just gonna be wearing my own designs and da 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 da, but the how the Most High work is just like, things are not going to always work out how you think they're supposed to work out. They're supposed to work out how she said it's supposed to work out. Meaning, like, we're all in a journey, right? We're all in a marathon to be able to finish our own race. But we I think we have learned not to be so anticipated for the outcome. Enjoy like the marathon. Enjoy. I know for me, what I've learned is like, we have to enjoy the pit stops. When you're doing a marathon, like you can't be thinking about, oh, the end. You can't think about the ending. You got to think about, okay, I got maybe like one more mile. Okay, let me get some water. So I know for me, my pit stops have been learning about leadership, has been collaborating with other, corporations, other businesses, other brands, because I know what I've learned is you have to help other people with their life and their brand to be successful. And then in return, like, the anointing just comes